messages on my phone. One from my son Wesley, we're going to the beach, and one from my brother Byron. We got cloud cover. He knew the sun was not my friend. And any free time I ever had, the first thought was Byron's. His door was always open, always. I attended Decker College 4 years, even though I dropped out of St. Pete in 10th grade. It worked better the first time, didn't it? He was always ready to play music or frisbee or Oak Springs when I was. It's always been like that. Sunday was typical of this feeding battle. And it was very important because he did not suffer. We played music and played frisbee, and he didn't suffer. He said he felt sick and we took him home and he got in his bed and he was gone. Just like that. He died in peace, serene. Byron was the Michelangelo of our time. He was the best kept secret in the art world. So many forms of art. Who's yakety-yakking? So many forms of art. When it came to art on cloth, his magnificent creations and innovations were unparalleled. The colors and designs exploded onto everything from huge lace murals to baby clothes. He was unmatched as an impersonator. He could channel virtually anyone and sound exactly like them. Very simple. He could take a tough song from a songbook and play the chords and sing the words at the same time, on the first try. He was a true genius. He had a very rough childhood. His father died when he was 2. The resulting family evil was compounded by being oversized and awkward, a target for bullies. We've already done all that. We already did all that. We already did all that. He fixed my car with a rock. We already did all that. Okay. MacGyver. We played and sung 20,000 songs together, but I counted. But frisbee was our jazz. That's where we really connected. We started over 40 years ago inventing games like Double Duty Dive Catch, where you throw 2 frisbees, they bust apart, and you catch them both. We got our own frisbee language. Titles for catches and throws. The eagle was a rare full extension both arms catch. Remember Dave? The eagle. It was a flying eagle if you were airborne. You got both of them. And lately it's been more of a limping eagle. It still counts. It still counts. And if you somehow manage to miss both frisbees, that's called a clang. It's the sound of a frisbee hitting a frying pan. We changed it to Corporal Clanger. Our dad was a corporal. Instead of Corporal Klinger from MASH. And then we'd stripe him up and call him Nancy if you missed him. If you missed them both. So you better at least catch one. And if too much splashing occurred during a catch, Byron would play bongos on the water and call it dishwasher safe, Bobby, no catch. It's called a great white if you're completely underwater and you stick your hands up like that out of the water and you catch both of them blind. That's a great white catch. There were and still are countless titles for throws too. Like a great throw that got missed was a debutante, too pretty to catch, Byron called it. And our version of taunting, which we stole that term from the NFL, our version of taunting was when you had to commit to one frisbee and making it impossible to catch the other one as it floated right by and taunted you. That's taunting. Byron knew that wherever the frisbee would go, I would go after them like a dog. And beach chair beware. He knew I always would twist and land on my back because it didn't hurt as much that way. But it threw a lot of water. And the splash catch angered a lot of innocent beachgoers. But I got him back. Whenever I plunked someone on the beach with a frisbee, I would dive underwater and swim straight out forever. Leaving Byron to retrieve the frisbee disc from the furious tourists. We had hand signals. I gotta set this down for it. My best hand signal from Byron was time out for visual refreshment. And then he'd give you the coordinates, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Our record was 100 double-duty dive throws and catches in a row. And it was windy that day. It was windy and with no misses. Any borderline catch, Byron would say through signals, sloppy, good. Never thought that's good. I always thought that was stupid, but he was really proud of that one for some reason. Frisbees got too close to the water. A frisbee got too close to the water during a catch, or I didn't show them to him quickly enough before splashdown. He'd say, too late, grasshopper, way too late. Oh, Byron, Byron, Byron. Too soon. When my kids were little, we used to play a game called Throw the Kid to the Frisbee. One of us would toss the Frisbee a few feet away, and the other would just throw the kid to where the Frisbee was flying by, and the kid would catch it before hitting the water sometimes. I know that sounds abusive. They enjoyed it. About a year ago, we were jamming double duty on a deserted Sunset Beach, and we spotted a family of 5 caught in the riptide, heading down and out. I reached them first, and I was being choked out by the eldest one who kept screaming she was pregnant. It appeared none of them could swim. 2 others grabbed my arms, and 2 others kept going under, and I kept pulling their heads up. I had no footing, and Byron was there like a torpedo. He stuck out his hand because he did have a little bit of footing, but I just dragged him into the trench with us. Then Byron's mind went to work. He started playing throw the kid toward the shore while I was trying to keep everybody's heads up. He would launch them one by one, over and over and over again, toward the shore, and they'd drift right back, but each time we'd gain a little bit of ground, and inch by inch we finally found a little footing, and eventually, somehow, got them all to shore. And they trudged back up the beach, terrified and shocked and full of seawater, but alive, and we went back to our Frisbee game. Byron always maintained that he saved my life that day, and I always disagreed. But now that I think about it, again, I agree. Everybody was going down and out. He always said it was an underprivileged and unsupervised family of 5. Sound familiar? The remaining 4 of us have been hugging our 4 new arrivals in Tarpon Springs this week. We all had a meal, and there were leftovers. Anyone? When we were kids, me and Byron jumped the fence at Huggins Field at Crescent Lake and walked up to 2 guys chatting on a bench and had a nice long chat with Yogi Berra and Casey Stengel. We were pool hopping at a motel on 34th Street and bumped into Jimi Hendrix. Byron was at these guys' level. You could say he never caught a break. I would say that he was free and that God liked him too much to give him commercial success. He was, that's the truth. He was always there for me. Even the days I would shut him out. He always worried about me. He had great compassion. The best gift that you can give someone is your time. He gave to me every second that I asked for. The best thing any of us can do for Byron is to take good care of Nola. She took good care of him. And the last thing I want to say is he taught me so many millions of things in Dharma talks. He'd say, lay down there and let me read to you, and he would read to me and teach me how to breathe and all these millions of things. And I hope that I've imparted them to other people during my life, consciously, subconsciously. And but I have one more hand signal to him, and I think everyone can get along with this. This is a hand signal for Byron. It's one more, and it goes like this. I owe you, Byron. There's your last hand signal from me. I'd like to sing this one song that's real special to my family, if I could, real quick. It's Dave Carter and Tracy Grammer song. Come, only hunter, chieftain, king. I will fly like the falcon when I go. Bear me, my brother, under your wing. I will strike fell like lightning when I go. I will bellow like a thunder drum, invoke the storm of war. A twisting pillar spun of dust and blood up from the prairie floor. I will sweep the foe before me like the gale out on the snow, and the wind will long recount the story with reverence and glory when I go. Spring spirit dancer, nimble and thin, I will leap like coyote when I go. Tireless entrancer, lend me your skin, I will run like the gray wolf when I go. I will climb the rise at daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon. I'll raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I will make the lay of long defeat, I'll draw the chorus slow. I'll send this message down the wire and hope that someone wise is listening when I go. Then when the sun comes trumpets from its red house in the east, he will find a standing stone where long I chanted my release. He will send his morning messenger to strike the hammer blow, and I will crumble down uncountable in showers of crimson rubies when I go. Sigh, mournful sister, whisper and turn, I will rattle like dry leaves when I go. Stand in the mist where my fire used to burn, I will camp on the night breeze when I go. Then should you glimpse my wandering form out on the borderline between death and resurrection and the council of the pines, do not worry for my comfort, do not sorrow for me so. All your diamond tears will rise up and adorn the sky beside me when I go. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for being here. We love you. Byron loves you. And he's here. He's everywhere.